on this Thursday morning to talk about the whip in the body. So the whip in the body is about the death of members and things being terrorized. Should have thought it was interesting. So chemistry, cinematography, whole characters. It's everything about the whip in the body. It's an interesting movie, to say the least. I'll break this down again like a pro. Had Christopher Lee, a little bit younger. This was before the Wicker Man, but his character and the black-haired woman have great chemistry. Even though I don't know the actor's name, type shit. I'm still trying to kind of get up a rope, and he beats her down, and you could see visible scars across their back because of how hard he was beating her down. It represents like discipline and you listen to me. You don't disobey. You listen to me. That's what that was about. Practically, basically. Where they were by a rock, right? She was laying down. He was she had her hand on, wait, that could mean like she felt like protected, she felt comfortable around him. Plenty of things. That's what I perceived that. It's a wide shot up on his face, and it's like different colors. Thought that was interesting. Very interesting. The stuff, this and that. Thought was cool. This lady, or old lady, all in the scene. I'm thinking that was, I don't know. It's pretty cool. Anyway, the tie he was wearing, I thought that was interesting. It's sort of dark. Pretty cool. They're staring at something with her back all scarred up. That was pretty deep. As he's in this scene next to her, like with the suit and all that, this and that type joint. I thought the hold up, black tie. I thought they had great chemistry, to say the least. Everybody did. I don't really recall any like sexual scenes or anything happening, so that's a plus in the movie. Views, I don't know what this was about. This symbolizes what the analysis is of it. Old ladies looking out the window. I don't know why, but she is. Usually, if I'm home, but they would have me take it out the trash. Because it is trash day. Night. But smiling in a restoration. Uh, that was interesting. That little evil smile. The first of the month. Yeah.
What do they do for you when you get to that?
Usually, if I need like certain things or I ask for something, or usually she just gives me some money. But yeah, most of the time I just get a few dollars or something. Sometimes that they will reflect onto him too. I guess it was like show like certain colors mean certain moods for Christopher Lee's character. That's what I would perceive. That's why they reflect different light colors on his face and the camera is on his face. I'm guessing that's my philosophy. You know, I'm doing my best to keep y'all alive and try to break it down. Going up though. He had his eyes closed, laying back, rest, calling the phone. That girl was dialing the phone. I don't know who to call or who it was, but yeah, there was that scene. You know, thought it was interesting. If she was she calling room service? Who was she calling?
You just read that movie?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Who knows who she was calling though? It was a scene near a phone, so it could have been anybody. She called anybody. Her mom, her pops. I don't know. Rode horses. Which, you know me, I'm not a country dude, but still, I find myself since I was 13, the age of 13, since I was young, and I first went to ride a horse. Since then, I haven't gone back to do it, but I enjoy riding horses, you know, because it's chill, it's calm. You just gotta watch for them kicking, because if they kick you hard, and that'll cause you to fall off the horse, so you gotta watch that. If they kick you too hard and you fall out that bitch, you hurt. Being seen came off great chemistry in it, the acting in it, the way she sold being whipped like a slave, like I was, it was decent. She sold it pretty well.
Please let me take this trash out. All this trash.
That dude who was the father of Wooty Woo, he did good too. There was good chemistry and all that good stuff.
Don't, nigga. When I speak, that
Where
shit should be stupid. I can tell.
interesting.
Yeah. Bro, the house is always dirty. Nigga, I never seen the house clean. Never. The fuck? Never. Never
Love
once.
it. Great. He don't look old, but the way his hair is and all this and that makes him appear old to look older, which is pretty unique. They were taking a body out of the thing from what I seen, which is interesting to take a body out of a place where you would usually do that, you know. Not really, but from my philosophy, seeing it in film. Okay, okay. Candles, right? We're touching hands. I'm guessing, like, over time in the movie, they built some mutual respect and understanding. That ooty oot 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 that you got that this so happy playing against the rock, and he was sort of like letting her know, like, I'm the man, so just you obey the man. Sniffing a flower, you know, that like hopeless, passionate, romantic type of gesture. That's what I'd guess. It is a gesture out for love. Basically, I don't know. I'm trying to break this down so I understand philosophy wise. I don't. Oh, reflection. That's what it was. It was just reflection of the scene where it's just him. He's standing there looking hella frightening, facial expression, all that. Just randomly pops up and she screams like, ah! Online, I seen it. And I thought that was done very well, executed very well. How he's just standing out there like on some stalker type of vibe. And she just, out of the blue, she sees him appear. She's like, ah! Because she knew, like, this dude is on some other shit. So, that pretty much popped up on her, tried, you know, do some weird stuff, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But it is what it is. That might be grounded in reality base. That might really be grounded in like a reality based type thing too. You know, anything that you see on films could happen too a lot. A lot of these movies be teaching us a lot of stuff basically. So yeah, you just gotta pay attention to it to really get the knowledge of it. So like Down by the Water, which I thought was pretty good. You know, symbolizes women just wanting to hear the quiet and cold breeze of the wind, cold breeze of the water, which, I mean, who doesn't love that? I thought that was great. Seeing the older woman and Christopher Lee, which I thought it was decent. I thought the shit was okay. I'm sure they were talking about that death and murder that was happening, basically. Whatnot that occurred. And this and that. Which I thought was interesting. To say the least. Yeah. They were probably having a conversation about like that girl too. Could have been a number of things you don't know. You can just only try to make a philosophy. Where that girl and this dude look very shocked at what they're seeing. Something must have frightened them very much based off their facial expression, etc. She's laying on the bed, her hand over her knee, her hands over her wrist. Her lips were just like tied, like glued together or whatever, but it looked like it. For my philosophy in that picture. I hope I'm not tripping or nothing. Yeah. With the hairstyle this way and the suit. Everything was so classy and elegant and well mannered and well spoken and well articulated, you know. From back in the day. It's what makes a lot of horror movies from the 60s and beyond stand out because of how unique, how special, how genuine, how authentic, how real. It's like how much better they came off than a lot of movies nowadays would come off, to be honest, to me. That's how I perceive things, to be honest, in my opinion. Half the stuff you saw in this movie you would not see in any movie today, in my honest opinion. I mean, I'm sure there's movies where people get whipped and all this and that, but still my case, you wouldn't get anything like that today. Just because how restricted things are within movies. Some great scenes. Basically about family being terrorized and killed off. It's what's displayed in the art and literature, everything that's shown and portrayed and executed and shot and all that. Really shows you like you know, this movie is about family members being terrorized and killed off. Basically, the culprit is Christopher Lee's character, which, as a villain, he did pretty good. The morgue, that's what it was. He was taking the body out the morgue. I'm assuming of the family member who was murdered and whatnot. Or putting it in, I don't know, it looked like he was putting it in. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. That they showed the whole process in the morgue of the body either being taken out or put in. I thought the cinematography was great, obviously. The cast and characters was great. The scene that stood out the most was the whipping scene for me. And for some people, it could be hard to deal with that cruelty of seeing, especially if, like, you can relate to it if in reality. So, warning, you're going into this movie looking for some mild action, just know it's probably gonna be like very, very enough. At least the beginning of the movie's kind of like that, but everything else is kind of like mild. He done, but I liked the characters of the girl actress. Obviously, Christopher Lloyd's character. That older guy. Them older guys always play a great role. You want to have like a.
You see my little phone? See my little phone?
Oh, right there.
Get up.
But yeah, I thought her acting skills was pretty good. Oh, get up there. I thought, trying to think. Her and Christopher Lloyd played off each other pretty good too, like in the whipping scene and all this and that. Even though it was like a horrible thing going on or bad thing to witness, I still think they played off each other well, and their chemistry played off of each other pretty well. Critique it, watch The Body in a Whip for yourselves, and let me know what you think of them. For yourselves, basically. But everything I told you guys should add up to reason to why you should watch Body in a Whip from 1963. The whip scene, the certain scene between characters, cinematography, the different colors and how they change, reflecting depending on Christopher Lloyd's mood at that moment in time. That's a great little sequence, especially how the camera shoots it. A very confidently shot, very confident director. Just an interesting film, to say the least, overall. At least the director wasn't incompetent. It was a great movie, unlike, Ego was a bad movie, but a bad good movie. I'd put this over Ego any moment. I'd probably watch this twice if I'd had to go back and watch, even though I don't rarely do that. I really go back and watch movies twice. Once. But you know we're going up at any moment in life, so yeah. Thanks to the 276 subs. We're so close to 300 subs, guys. Help me get to that 300 sub mark, bro. Yeah. The Body in a Whip is a great film for a 1963 movie. Trying to remember what else happened. And that casket scene taken out of the morgue, that stands out too, I guess. Because you don't really see scenes where they show a body being taken out of the morgue. I mean, I'm sure I've come across films that have done it, so I can't even speak like that. Because I'm sure I've seen films like, but they probably didn't come off as realistic as this one did, because it's the 60s, and just everything back then just comes off way more authentic, way more authentic. I love it. Those films were like sort of modern, up to the standard. So yeah, of course they didn't come off like authentic and genuine and royal and stuff like that. But yeah. All the scenes are great, man. Check it out if you haven't seen The Body in the Whip. (1963). Woo woo. But the moral of the movie is the death of family members and terrorizing the family, which he did pretty well as that like main villain type terrorizing type character. It came off well, executed pretty well, acted pretty well. Each scene he was in, you could really see his villain stand out. Man, I thought that was great. Sort of like on a Vincent Price type of level. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm ending this live. Peace.